Okay. Uh, August 14th. So the one thing I have for today, this is a big deal, but it's in 1981 today, Ronald Reagan signed the Economic Recovery Act. Now, what this was this his whole concept of supply side economics, right? You cut taxes on the wealthiest earners, that money flows down through the creation of jobs, investments into industries, and so the effect of those taxes would work their way down through the economy, and everybody would benefit. So, but one of the things this act did was when Ronald Reagan took office, there were 17 tax rates, marginal tax rates. So basically, in your taxes, the first $5,000, I'm making up numbers, but the first $5,000 you pay at one tax rate, the next 2,500 you pay another tax rate, the next 2,500 another tax rate, on the marginal, on the differences from one to the next. That's the concept of a marginal tax rate. So when Ronald Reagan took office, there were 17 different tax rates, with the highest one being 70%. So anybody making, say, over 150,000 a year, anything over 150,000 a year, you were paying 70% on that income. And so the belief from the supply side economic people and Reagan was that disincentivized the people that are the most successful in this country, arguably, the highest earners, from making more money because there was no incentive for them to make another 50,000 because you're just going to take 70% and give it to the government. So Reagan came in with this concept of simplifying the tax code and reducing taxes. So the Economic Recovery Act of 1981 took us from 17 tax levels, tax brackets, down to 14, and lowered the top marginal tax rate from 70% down to 40%, and eliminating the three tax brackets that were eliminated were the top tax brackets. So now the top tax bracket was like $48,000, $45,000, and then anything above that, there was no additional marginal tax above that. So that happened today. Now, in comparison, today in 2018, there are seven tax brackets, and the highest one is 40%, 39.6%. So it's been even more simplified over time to go from the 17 tax brackets in 1980 when Reagan was elected down to seven. So that alone simplifies the tax system. So anyway, that's what I have for you today. 1981, Reagan signed the Economic Recovery Act. I'll see you tomorrow.